One. We're just doing one right now. So, here's how this works. First things first, this guy in blue, he is going to be representing your line commander today. I'm picking him because he's loud and he's shiny. So, let's say hypothetically y'all are, just kind of bumbling around, not really doing anything, hanging out, and he calls, he's facing this way so it's easier. He calls, shield wall, form on me.
Shield wall, form on me!
Okay, good. Y'all got the basic principle. Congratulations. This is already, you are better than almost every LARPer I've ever met that isn't here.
Yay!
Because you did this correctly. Honestly, you will be surprised how big of a deal just this is. Now, an important thing to keep in mind with the shield wall. Why is this shield wall a kind of weak-ish shield wall? Close? Not quite. Same shield shape isn't super important. What can shields not do in LARP?
Hit people!
Yes! What can?
Fists? Swords.
These! Here, you can keep your hands on it. This! Or something like this! Or something like this!
Under 12 foot
Now,
pole.
in LARP, you can't use a pole arm with one hand. You can kind of do it in real life, depending on what it is. It's a unique circumstance. But in LARP, you can't do that. Also, you have less control over a longer weapon with one hand anyway. So even if you can do it, it's less effective. So the way this works normally is you have your shields making up your bulk of your formation. When you have your shields, obviously you have to keep them up. If your shield is like dangling down low and doing this, he's exposed to the point where he's not going to be defending anything. Keep your shield up and forward. All of you keep your shield up and forward, and now your line is actually defendable. Your special weapons, like your spears, can come in between the shields of the formation, or over or under the shields, and can reach really far. And he's not even actually extending with his body, that's just with his hands, and he can hit me all the way over here. That is the strength of a shield wall, is both high defense and high offense. It's not only a defensive tool, it's an everything tool. Something else to keep in mind, when you have a shield, everyone here, okay, almost everyone here, except for you weird freaks who are left-handed, most people are right-handed. When you're right-handed, you hold your shield in your left hand, unless you're weird. When your shield is in your left hand, your shield covers you and also the person to your left. That is the strength.
So, let me jump in here real quick. Who's left-handed? If you're on that end, you're on the wrong end.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep.
You're on this end so you can swing around. So if somebody comes, I'm going to go around the shield wall. Their weapons are over here. When I get here, I get clobbered by the left-handed guy.
Yep.
So if you can get 3 left-handed guys, especially one with a weapon and shield, yeah, there you go. And then one left-handed polar spear, they can really help anchor your weak flank, your left flank.
That's what.
Left-handed people turn your left flank into a second right flank.
And guess what? If you know how to do that, you destroy basically your primary weakness, because that's what's your weak side. But if you put all your left people over there, then you're going to really change the battlefield, and it's going to make such a difference. So your shields are designed to protect you in addition to the person to your left, or if you're left-handed, you protect the other people there. That way you can be just as able to attack and also defend and be defended. Working together is the entire reason why shield walls work. Now, there are some different tactics and placements of certain special weapons that might be changed. If you've got a commander that has stationary archers, they might put them in one spot. Some commanders might put all your spears in the middle or all on one side, depending on the terrain, who you're fighting. But most generally, your spears are going to be more in the middle, your bigger shields are going to be more in the middle, and then your slightly smaller shields on a side, and then your cleaving, attacking weapons on the sides to whittle them down from their weak points. Because your center is your strong center. The guy with the most armor calls the line, and all the armor's in the center to push through. Because if you can split their line in half, their team is divided, usually their commander's divided, and that's going to make you able to win the battle much more easy. There's a lot of formation calls and tactics and things that we could go over, but for simplicity's sake, we're just going to go over the simple advancements. So, your commander, whoever called the line, which also you guys did a great job by putting the commander in the middle, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. When your commander declares, to a steady advance. What do you think that looks like? Just tell me, what do you think it looks like? Yep, it's just a slow dance. So hold on, go back, wait for the commander to call it, and when he calls it, make sure you all try to stay in a line.
Dress the line up, and we dress it going forward. You even out with the guy in the front, so we don't want to pay for real estate twice. So now, advance in a walk, step, 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 on your count. And we're at contact.
Yep, all right, I'll stop. Now, an important thing that this is a unique thing to LARP. Normally, there would be a halt command. You don't do that in LARP because halt or hold, well, hold is hold, and halt sounds too much like hold. So instead, it's way less cool, but you're just going to say stop. Yes, it sounds less cool, but you don't want in the middle of an epic battlefield someone going hold the fall the formation, and then everyone goes, oh my gosh, who's hurt? Because then it's just kind of pointless, and it also demeans the meaning of the hold command. You can also do the same thing in reverse. You can do the same thing in reverse.
Fall back, add a step, 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 stay together, step, 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 at your count.
Ready, stop. There you go. There's your basic movements, okay? Now, something else that may happen, and this will be called something slightly different depending on certain crew. We have a system of unified calls, but you might get called to move in certain sides of the formation in certain patterns. When you do, you need to keep in mind how you're oriented. If you are coming in from a side, which I'm gonna have you guys come in, literally at the center, just rotate this way. Just rotate. Yep, just this position. Okay?
This is enveloping, not wheeling.
You're the one who called it wheeling, not me. Just come this way, okay? So you're making this movement. Now, hold on one second. So you guys are essentially an L, okay? If I'm in a formation, my weak side is my left side, I'm basically screwed in this context. Because I have to direct my attention here, and their strong side is on my weak, pushing us in from the side. And something I want to point out, you scoot in just a tiny bit, Aurora. Scoot in just a smidge. When shields are inside of a curve, they're more defended because they're overlapping and it's tighter and harder to get through. If our formation was to bend the other direction, our shields go further apart and it weakens the formation. So, if ever your formation begins to buckle backwards, that's you breaking your formation apart. This strengthens your formation. Because if you guys also come in, you're now beginning to completely encircle this formation. Doesn't this just look like you're already won the battle? Like if you're fighting a formation like this, if you get a whole formation in your encirclement, it's game over. It's game over.
And you can do this with a straight line, have your middle 4 guys dedicated, and if your commander calls kill pocket, have your 4 or 5 guys in the middle fall back. As the guys in their middle advance forward, they've now given you the sides, hack them to pieces, you've blown the center of their line.
All right, last thing, and then we're gonna call this off. I'm gonna take 5 people and we're gonna demonstrate something very key important. So, not gonna use you, no offense. So, Nolan, come here. Garrick, come here. I am gonna take a shield from you though. Kat, can you also come here? Take this, and then I'm gonna use you, Thrasher. Also come here. And then who wants to pretend to be a squad leader?
Hey,
Who's never led anybody into battle?
Let the kid do it.
No.
I'm in on
Come here. I'll let you do it. So, the way House Corvo runs these operations is because in LARP, you can never necessarily guarantee to have, 30 people in a line. So we try to have an operation of like a simple, flexible structure. So, what you have here is you have a cleaving-based, basic attack squad. So the way this works is you have 2 dedicated normal shields. Whatever. Shield type is irrelevant. You have 2 shields. You have 2 special weapons, which can be changed out depending on what they are. In this case, we have 2 cleaving weapons. And then you have your squad leader who can convey any of the things that they need to be. So, squad leader, you're going to be the squad leader right now, so you would be in the center. Your leader's always in the center so that both sides of whatever group can hear them equally. And both shields, you're going to be on this side, okay? So this is what you do. Now, you are going to have your cleaving weapons are going to be in the middle in this formation. When there is only 5 of you and you don't have people at your side to help you out, you guys are going to want to be in the middle most of the time. Yes, very much. There will be contexts where this won't necessarily be the case, but obviously your squad leader would get to decide unique circumstances. Usually, if this would deviate from the normalcy, one of your guys would come to the left side because they can be defended by the other shield. That's typically the way that you do that. Same thing with spears. Again, it's not universally true, but this is kind of your flexible structure. Now, if you choose spears, please get back into the center here where you normally are. Now, I want all of you to imagine for just 1 second. Take this group. Can you come in a little bit, Thresher? A little bit more. Get a little friendly. There you go. Now, take this, duplicate it, put it next to them, and then put another one on the other side. You just made a shield wall. Nope. This is a flexible structure that can get moved and duplicated and split around all you want. Or, depending on what your commander wants, they may have all of your squads break off into groups, because if you're alone, you're dead. But if you've got a group, even if you're slightly cut off, depending on the battle scenario, that might be an advantage. So, remember this kind of base battle structure. You can change out stuff. Your squad leader may ditch a shield for another cleaving weapon, or maybe all three, the squad leader and the 2 other people have spears, or maybe it's 3 bows, 2 shields. It can all change depending on what the context is needed and what kind of squad you are. I'm the leader of the Crusaders. What we usually run is 1 spear, 2 shields, because we are a 3-man squad, because you can scale from 3 to 5. But when we go up, we have 2 spears and 3 shields is what we typically do. So, stabbing spears, because we like to stab things. That has been some basic shield wall training. We might do some more advanced stuff in the future. There's also a video that's going to be on the YouTube channel soon that does a little bit more advanced stuff. And get some water, and we'll do our next game mode in a few minutes.